Moments ago, went through their usual pregame ritual, although there's nothing usual about a Game 7.
What time is it? Game time!
And welcome to Game 7, everybody.
Yo, welcome to episode 7, the Game 7 podcast. You know who I am, De Niro, my man Santana the Great.
Yes, sir.
Unfortunately, Jason Polk couldn't make it.
That was a good time too.
We wanted to we was gonna double down on some of the things we was kind of continuation of some of the things we talked about last week. As I told y'all before, if you hadn't seen the last episode, kind of got off on a tangent, but it's all good. But I'm gonna keep going. It's only right. But
I was over here like,
yeah.
I say, nah, I can't be doing that. I gotta let it ride, yo. I deal with what I gotta deal with later, yo. Because the thing is, my wife actually actively watches, so it's like she watching me and watching the pod at the same time.
Truth is truth, you know what I'm saying?
And I'm known for being wild with my thoughts. So I'm like, you know what? I'll deal with it.
I speak candidly, man. You know, a lot of people. I had some conflicts this week, and just piggybacking off of that, I had some conflicts this week, not just with the Meg Thee Stallion stance, but I saw a bunch of posts and stuff that women and some men were saying that basically like, yo, you can't do this, you can't be that, and I see y'all and y'all can't pick and choose. And here's the thing, y'all got to understand duality and also context. Duality means I am very capable of being pro-black and calling you out on your bullshit.
All right.
Just black don't mean, or you know what I mean, just because you black doesn't mean that I cannot and I should not be honest and truthful with you. It's the same as in any relationship or anything that you have. There's no point in doing a podcast and giving your opinion or your thoughts if I can't be honest.
That's
if
real.
You think those things are contradictory and conflicting, you entitled to your opinion, but I'm the duality of it is, and the reality is, I'm just honest. I'm gonna speak my truth. That being said, yeah, you and Jay, both of y'all was kind of like last week, but it's all right though.
I can admit, I'm telling you, this was me. Keep going, De Niro. Tell me how you really feel.
Anyway, how was your weekend, man? How's everything going?
The weekend was smooth, man. Had yesterday for the first time ever dropped my manly guard down when got the pedicure manicure joints for my daughter yesterday. I posted it. Hey, but yo, shits was alright though.
I've gotten pedicures.
Yeah, but ain't no wrong. It's just me on there. I'm sitting up in the nail shop and finally did it. That's the best shit ever.
Yeah, it's different. It's different. I will say that I'm due for one.
I was well I was well overdue, man.
I'll tell you that. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You should absolutely take care of your body, man. And then and I'm always hesitant. Like, I don't think it's a thing that I would do on a weekly, bi-weekly, monthly basis or nothing. But every so often, yeah.
Hey, my money get right. I'm on that shit like the barbershop. 2 weeks. You gonna know me by name.
That's an expense. He said he was living through me. Yeah, I mean, I was living through me. You know what I mean? Because that wasn't some planned conversation, which is, you know what I mean, the best shit is organic. What's up, BJ? Pause. Santana, your shit a little blurry on my end. I don't know if it's on your end.
Is it?
It's on. I mean, it's on my end. I don't know if it is on Facebook, but what I'm looking at. But anyway, yeah. So I ain't do shit this weekend. Hung with the little man, chilled. That's about it.
Quiet.
And scanned social media per usual. that that circus that is Facebook. Damn.
Yeah, it's a circus, man.
Um,
I see wild shit on her all the time though.
You see why what?
I see wild shit.
This is why every week I post ahead of time that we're doing this. This is also why I do it live, and this is why I posted the business card. And you hear me every week. Welcome everybody on here. If you have an opinion, if you really have something to say, that's cool in the comments and everything like that. But if you have something to say, email me, text me, message me, whatever, and let's really have that conversation. I've invited a few women that are opinionated to come on here. And the plan was always to have a female representative up here so it doesn't come off and seem as though we are male biased and to have that conversation. But it seems, and I'm not calling nobody out and I'm not, pointing any fingers, but it doesn't seem that women are interested in engaged in.
Well, they interested. Just they don't want to do it on camera.
No, I know a few that want to do it on camera.
Where they at? Where they at though?
To do it on their time and their terms, and it just is what it is. But anyway, without further ado, what did you think of DMX, Snoop versus? We can get into that and get this little shit out the way so we can go ahead and keep this thing flowing.
It was what I expected. He started out slow though. Started out real slow, but then as it went on, I could see what he was doing. Like
It didn't go at all as I expected, and that's probably because X lost that step. DMX's energy was what I was looking for, and he brought in that Uncle at the Barbecue energy for me. So the songs rang off, and I'm gonna be honest, like looking back, he still didn't ring off the bangers.
He didn't. He's a lot I was waiting on.
Yeah, he didn't ring off the bangers, and that kind of was like, scratching my head, like, bro, who's picking these songs? Like, yeah, there was some of them, but that aside, Snoop to me had he was the vibe, he was the energy,
which is crazy.
Together they dope. But yeah. Snoop was the vibe. Snoop, and I said it in a comment. Snoop and X being up there, no disrespect to X, because I tell y'all all the time that's my man, but Snoop and X being up there was a prime example of weed versus crack.
Yeah, can't lie. Can't lie. That's yeah.
The truth, man. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Drug of choice. You say what you want to about weed.
Mm-hmm.
My man was good. He was straight. He was in control.
Yeah.
Still think he lost.
Oh
Snoop,
man.
Snoop just it was what it was to me. I've seen people tell me otherwise. I didn't see it. X still banged it off with no energy in the whole nine.
Mm-hmm. That's how I felt. It came down to a performance thing too, which I ain't gonna lie. It was like your favorite champ show up, you hype, and then he come out and you look like. I was like, when he walked out, I said, I don't know. He tried though, man. He tried. I give it to him. He tried.
CJ. What up, CJ?
Oh, Big J, CJ, it's cracking.
Calvin Johnson, Curtis Jackson. Yeah, no, X is clearly out of shape. He didn't, you know what I mean? There's a lot of funny moments, and even if you're not a hip hop fan or a fan of them, would have had you entertained and stuff like that.
No, it was entertaining.
I watched X winning.
That's the first battle that I've watched from beginning to end. It's like straight through. I ain't watched shit else. I ain't walk away, none of that. I watched that whole battle. So,
yeah. Hey, if y'all in here, share this to your page, share this to the groups you in, invite people, whatever. Richie, probably by the end of this, one of these episodes, I'm gonna definitely have you on. That's why I hit you up. But by the end of this, I want to run one of your songs, man. So if you got a preference, and obviously drop your link in there, and I'll shout it out too, whatever. But I want to shine some light on your music, bro. Speaking of champs, though, why Roy Jones released that clip? speed bag clip. That ain't it, Roy. That ain't it. That ain't it.
Honestly, out of everything I watched from that training, that was his best showing.
I don't know. I didn't see too much more of the training or whatever, but what I can tell you is
So-
Mike Tyson releasing horror flicks for about 6 months.
Did you see the
Scaring
side?
everybody.
Did you see the side by side training video yet?
Nah.
I gotta send you that. They got a side by side, so it looked like it's kind of one sided, man. It's like
Bro,
Mike taking
Tyson
it more serious.
scaring everybody. I ain't want to see Roy Jones on the speed bag.
He looked good on the bag, though.
Favorite. Roy Jones was my favorite. I never forget I was in Afghanistan when he lost to Tarver, bro. Broke my heart.
I called it.
He was doing too much.
He did too much leading up to. He should have stayed at heavyweight. That's what I called it, man. That man looked like.
And he was in video games. He was in Matrix movies. He was rapping.
Y'all must have forgot.
Yeah, he said we must have forgot, but no, we remember. You let us down.
I saw
Tarver.
it, man. I mean, if you remember that fight, when the ref, you know how the ref go into each locker room and tell you the rules and all that. That man looked like he was high as shit or about to pass out pre-fight. Something like that weight loss.
It was that and look at Rousey. Got her ass beat. You can't be doing Fast and Furious movies and games and doing all this stuff. I'm sorry. I'm never gonna. I have a problem with you doing what you do as far as getting your money, getting to your bag and stuff. But it's somebody out there that want to take your spot.
Oh yeah.
And they training when you doing movies and acting and feeling yourself. Rousey, she went out like Brooklyn.
Brookie.
Went out of there, but yeah, no. As far as the fight, surprising. I'm looking forward to this Legends League or whatever it's called. And it's dope. I mean, in the spirit of Ice Cube and his big three, you know, to see the vets and everybody come out there and still do what they do. I'm also feeling some kind of way about the fact that Mike Tyson can just pick up and just be a motherfucking animal again, and I'm over here doing push-ups and shit, trying to get to where he was back then. Like, bro, you what, 60? How old is he?
I think 54.
Bro.
Which ain't, I mean, it's up there for boxing, but I mean, you think about it, I don't know, man.
Anybody, the man been doing podcasts and moving around. He even done a couple movies and stuff to just pick up the brain and get to that. Bruh.
Yeah, man, that's why I think it's dope, because this not a fight that, I need some money. Like, Mike's straight. I mean, if you follow him, like, as of late, like the last few years, like, Mike is good.
Doesn't that make him a lot more scarier?
Yes.
The fact the man just want to beat you.
He just wants to. But
man,
I saw it coming, though, man. I saw it coming. Because he a dope-ass trainer. If you watch him with the younger cats, and, like, dude, he's still boxing-wise. And if he's like having fun, like this Mike having fun now.
Mike is my all-time favorite, bro. As far as watching, if you go back and you watch Mike clips, yeah, he got you with the FUBU jersey.
Nah, yeah. That's an old-ass Brandon Marshall jersey.
And you got that, it looked like a Thriller jacket on the side of it, too, but Velcro.
Thriller jacket.
Velvet. You got a velvet Thriller jacket back.
Chicago back here, man.
All right,
Chicago, man.
Hey, Dub, what up, bro? Need to jump on here one time to talk that shit. Yeah, for me, man, the fact that Mike just want to beat your head in, and looking back at the clips and just knowing who Mike is, I wouldn't get in the ring with him.
Yeah, my wife asked me, because we watched that video with the side by side with Roy and Mike training. She gonna ask me, yo, if Mike walk up to me, grab my ass right now, was like, what's up? I'm like, either your ass is just grabbed or he shot. I'm not squaring up with him, B.
And there you go.
I'm not squaring up with Mike. I wouldn't even live to see that money.
You remember the Lock story?
Mm-hmm.
The Locks, when they was in the studio with Eve and Mike Tyson came
Yeah.
through. Bro, it was one of the funniest stories ever, man. But that's the truth, though. Like, it's Mike. Like, what you want me to do? It's Mike, bro. That dude is a pit bull unleashed. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, he got more stories that's you put it like this. Like, I think right before I moved to Texas, me and my brother went to his stand-up. That man told some more stories like that. Mike legit, yo.
No, Mike the truth, man.
Mike
I like
legit.
Mike. The bigger thing about Mike, man, when he humanized himself in documentary, 2 documentaries that I love. One was Mike, watching him and understanding what he went through, and the other one was if you've never seen it, I think it's called Fighting Ali. I have to look it up, or Fighting Ali or something like that. Facing Ali. I think it's Facing Ali. It's about the Muhammad Ali story, the real story. These are real boxers, George Foreman and everybody that Ali fought, and they kind of give you a different perspective. Like, history has always taught you Mike Tyson was vicious, this, that, and the jail and all that. And you see that part of Mike Tyson with his kid and the tragedies and his upbringing and stuff, and it humanizes him. And you understand. I've always said the fact that you can stand up there and not shy away from controversy or the shit that people think is you, i.e. Mike went through a rape allegation, went to jail, and the whole 9. Most criminals shy away from that. I don't want you to bring it up, or I'm pleading the fifth or whatever. When you sit back and you don't have that mechanism or that thought to hide, I don't think you're guilty. That's just me. I could be wrong, and I know some people that are naive and that'll say, but why address it and why continue to put it out there if you've already served your time or whatever? You have no obligation to do that. But all right. But Facing Ali was another one. Muhammad Ali, real stories from real boxers, and they just basically told you about how Ali, not the cocky Ali, not the Ali that you're used to, Ali would reach out to them and say, we're gonna do this fight, we're gonna feed your kids, and how he gave them the opportunities to fight. And these are grown men, George Foreman, etc., up there crying. They're crying because they said the results of that is, I fed my family, I got a belt, got this, I got a paid, or whatever, the biggest payday of my life, and we beat that man's head in. We went up there and we know Muhammad Ali's condition from boxing, and people never hear that part. Like, this is a man that doesn't have to fight you. This is a man that stands up for shit. But when he knows he's the biggest name, he knows how to draw in a crowd. He knows commands the boxing world. And you fight me is gonna be your biggest payday, and you're a black man in America during that time. And we're gonna make sure that you straight. And the cost is, I probably shouldn't be in this ring with you.
Yeah.
And now I'm comatose, because all, the pounding and the beating that I took from all y'all, but that was one of them things that's like, damn, they don't want to that side story. So if you ever get a chance, watch it. But Mike to me, Mike and Muhammad Ali are the greatest.
They are.
The greatest. Period. Technique, interests, styles,
all that.
History, all that aside, included, them up, because it's the greatest, bro.
That's something people forget about Mike, man, because he's so much of a killer, man. His defense, man. His movement, his head movement, his footwork.
Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
He shouldn't have been able to move like that.
No. He's 54 years old, damn near the same size, still.
Even back then.
I do that right now. I'm on the floor.
Mike was moving like a snake, and he was the size of a bison, bro.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have been able to move like that. That's not fair.
His fucking head is like this big, bro. Saw him in person. I'm like, hey, he got a big he shouldn't be moving like that. You think I'm finna? You might grab your ass though. You better tell him stop. Shit.
Yeah, Mike grab your woman ass. You might.
Ass is just grab, or he shot. Either way, my fist ain't going. I'm not doing this.
Huh?
Hey, what are you doing? Nah, I'm good.
What ass? I'm blaming you after that point. What you do to him?
That's an L I'm taking.
Then if I got a gun on me, I might shoot this motherfucker in the foot.
Yeah, I ain't gonna kill Mike. That's Mike, man. I just have to let him know. You know what I'm saying?
I might Tory Lane that boy toe or something, but I'm not fighting Mike, bro.
I'm good. You won't live to see that money, I'm telling you.
The motherfucker said, I'm gonna eat your kids on Allah. suck my dick or something like.
He says he was way more flagrant than that.
I know, but
He's
he
way
when
more.
you want to eat them up, when you tell the whole world, I will eat your kids on Allah. What? What? Mike? Did you just connect those two, my G?
Hey,
Man.
he the same one that said my back is broken though too.
Yeah,
That was the funniest soundbite ever.
Yeah, Mike is a different breed. Mike is a different breed. But anyway, spinal. But anyway, keeping with the spirit of sports, Washington Redskins have changed their name to Washington Football Team.
That's the laziest shit I've ever fucking heard in my life.
It is.
That's lazy. That's lazy and kind of like condescending.
No, listen, I took it as that. I took it as condescending. I took it as, oh, you know what? You changed the name. Fuck it. We'll just be the fucking football team. I took it as that.
That's what it sounds like.
That's exactly how I'm reading it. As in, we not even gonna play this game with you. You know, motherfuckers wanted us to change the name. We're gonna be the fucking football team. You know, dead all that. That's what I took it as. I took it as, you know, some racist, condescending, you know, shit. Because if you really wanted to change the name, and if you really wanted or advocated for and understood why people are asking you to do this, that wouldn't be an issue. But that's the first thing that came to my mind was, oh, y'all playing that role. The second thing that came to my mind was there is a guy in Washington that has trademarked 44 or 47 different team names. He owns them. He trademarked them.
What?
I.e. Washington Red Tails, Washington Sentinels, all that. He owns them.
So any fucking thing you could have thought of, you probably got it.
So the good ones, yeah, most of the good ones, you can Google this. He owns them. He trademarked them already. So in order for Washington to get them,
Gotta drop that
they got to
money.
negotiate with this guy. They got to up that. He owns the name. Now, I'm not mad at that because as long as we've been talking about Washington needed to change the name, we knew it was coming. This dude got so smart. He was playing chess. He thought 10 steps ahead and trademarked any name that you might like or would probably in the media or suggest it. I own it.
They could have did Washington fucking Pilgrims or something. Something, man.
You can't do that.
And you want to do Redskins? Let's play that game. Pilgrims.
You can't.
Washington Pillagers.
You can't do it. You get the fuck up out of there real quick. Real quick. Play that game if you want to. You can't do it. But that's the other part that I took it out. I took it as the names, like, you know, the good names and stuff that you could throw out there. I think this guy owns it.
That's
and
crazy.
They don't want to pay him.
What the fuck? That's kind of brilliant, but you gonna die with that shit.
My God, that is brilliant.
It's brilliant as fuck, but you're gonna die with it. Nobody's gonna pay you for none of that shit.
But that's the other part that I got. Ain't nobody paying you, dog.
No, you gonna die with it. You gonna die with that trademark.
Now, not mad at you for the effort. Shit, you just put me on game. That's chess. Seriously. That's a hell of a move. But it's too many words out there and too many ways around it. But
that's my point. That's why I say it was either way. It was lazy as shit.
Well,
cause ain't like y'all. I mean, we ain't even seen training camp or nothing yet. You know, nothing. Like y'all had time to come up with a name.
I don't even know how any of these sports is going on, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't get it. I don't get how you closing down. Well, I guess you're opening up certain schools, apparently.
Yep.
Certain schools.
Not the rich private ones.
Yeah.
Them bitches closed.
We talked about that with the military.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants people to serve in the military, but the rich never send. The rich and the political and shit like that never send themselves or their kids. That's considered, you know, it's the same shit. Like if you're on a live video or a live stream or a FaceTime of some sort, Zoom having meetings. Why are you having meetings, canceling rallies, and telling basically public schools to continue to go to school? Why are you doing that? How does that even make sense?
It's all around money, man.
I don't even know if it's around money. You know what I think?
It's part of it, at least. What you think though?
I think it's the same thing as them wanting to test. They said they wanted to test the vaccine by race, starting with blacks. Same reason why they took
I
that
saw that.
vaccination. Same reason why they took that vaccination over to Africa. And African, bruh, it's clear as day. I seen some shit where it says Florida's homeless, and really most homeless aren't contracting coronavirus, COVID. Make it make sense to me.
I'm speechless.
The homeless are not dying at a rapid rate right now. The homeless are not just dropping dead, bro.
Just because they not, I don't know, man. The homeless ain't. I don't know, man. This is fucking stupid, man. Like I don't understand.
I'm not here to debate whether it's real or what it is or what's not, and rest. I'm not here. We've had these conversations. I'm just laughing because it's it's facts. If they're not this social distancing, if they're not quarantined inside, if they're outside and they still doing the things that homeless people do, airborne touch,
Right.
no sanitizers, no face masks.
Eating out the garbage, eating off of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the homeless ain't. I don't know, man. Like, they just making up shit now. Yo. Like,
Well,
I'll go as far as to say the homeless people ain't getting fucking tested.
Well, listen, I agree with you, but that still means that somebody got to die, because that also means even without testing, you're not getting treated.
They don't care, yo.
Now, if you're telling me their immune system is
their immune system,
then yeah,
you seen the memes like, yeah, if you ate this growing up, you know what I'm saying, like nah, man, but like, I wouldn't put it past. That's some bullshit. I wouldn't put it past. They make them part of the numbers when they find them dead and shit. COVID.
But that would be if my agenda is to scare you and wipe away lowlifes or minorities or push my agenda, my point or whatever across, the homeless is the first I'm going for. You see how they die and stay inside.
Jason said they
so
not.
This is why I'm so confused by everything that's going on.
Jason said they not in the stores.
Apparently, we in these things. You know, Kanye in them stores too. I seen Kanye in Walmart.
He ran the fuck. No, that was something else I'm thinking about. He didn't run out of Walmart. He ran out of the hospital.
No. He was in Walmart with Dame Dash.
Dame, yeah.
He was in it with Dame. I'm glad him and Dame still fuck with each other, man.
Yeah, me too.
Kanye's still a loser. Dame's still a man. Dame's still a man. Kanye's still a loser. I don't care how you cut it. Kanye's still a loser. This is what it is. That dude is he's a different breed.
That man just need help, man.
Help with what though?
He just, I don't know. This me talking on the other side now. You know how I feel.
He's always been the same. He's always done the rant. He's always done the controversial shit. He's always been a weirdo.
He's wilding now though. Like, think about that. Like lately.
What's he doing that's wild? That's different. What's he doing?
Bruh. Starting with the rally? Listen, we can go back a few years, but I mean, like, bro.
No. Let's take it back. Forget the rally. Forget what he did at the rally, because he's done those things before. He stood on stage and called out other artists and Jay-Z and Drake and this. He's done those type of rants. Maybe he's done some Twitter rants too in the past. He's done the Taylor Swift shit. He's done the what was it? Bill, what's the dude name? George Bush doesn't like black. He's done these things. This is nothing new. He's also went on Sway and ranted about not being welcome.
Yeah, that was classic. I'm sorry.
And understand what I'm saying, because when he was naming those names, the first thing people like me were thinking was, you want to be accepted by white America, because black people are rocking with you. You want Ralph Lauren, you want Versace, you want all of these guys to accept you. So this is not new. He's wanted that. He married in, he done what he done, everything like that, right? All right. That's not new to me. When I knew this dude was off his rocker is when he started selling y'all them weird ass clothes.
That homeless shit.
Bruh.
I ain't gonna lie, I was crying, fucking laughing when I watched it.
Bruh.
I watched it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I watched that fashion show. Crying.
Listen to me. The man sold and I don't need to, I knew the dude was wild when he went up there with ripped t-shirt and was in public wearing and doing the things that he was doing. He was already weird to me. That was it.
That cemented it though. But I ain't gonna lie, I was
That was
crying
it.
laughing.
And if you're looking at his new shoe, that's probably, I think, the prototype for that new wavy plastic little clock looking shoe thing that's coming out, the little alien.
Melted, fucking looking. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
If you see, bro, that shit is out of here. Come on, get the fuck out of here.
You don't think that shit gonna sell?
I know it is, but let's keep it a bean, right? Since we on, Jason has a clothing line.
Yeah.
Richie is a beast with the music. I could probably go down this list of people that's on here that do certain things, including myself and yourself. We know what that is. That's a name. And I said this last week. Your name and the things that you sell are predicated on your stature. Your stature. Who you are in the world. He can get away with that. If I presented that right now on Facebook, everybody would laugh at me. Get me the fuck up out of here, dog.
That's facts.
That's a fact. I've said the same thing. I think it was. I'm gonna go back to some Drake shit. I think it was like Scary Hours or something. Drake dropped a couple years ago. He had some regular ass beats on there, and everybody was going crazy over. And I was like, bruh,
because of who it is. That's all.
Exactly.
We know that. Like you talking about.
I can name a handful of songs that come out that are average or below average, beats included, but because they are who they are, they can get away with that, and that's also the reason why I say Kanye's not bipolar. He understands it works for him. He can get away with that. I believe that family that he's in also knows that.
Oh. Chris Jong-un?
Yeah, like
he's gonna rake that in.
I think the dude is willing to, because I mean, listen, forgive me as somebody, again, Jason can attest to this, PTSD, somebody that understands depression, somebody that understands mental illness. There's certain things that build up, and you. I mean, some of these people on my friend list are doctors, nurses, or whatever, all kind of stuff, and I hear it all the time. But it flares up when you got a project coming. That's all I'm saying.
I've been saying the word roll out for the last 7 episodes, bro.
Roll out. We
knew what was coming. It's music.
And I'm not mad at it, but what I'm saying is it works for that man.
Yeah.
I'm also saying, as Black business owners or entrepreneurs, or like Richie just said, dares to be different. Bro, I've said this before. 2 years, for 2 years, I posted gaming clips. For 2 years, I posted controllers. For 2 years, I posted podcast shit. For 2 years, I ventured into streaming and the rest of that. It got cool when the NBA shut down.
Yeah.
It got cool. Podcasting and streaming and gaming was cool. As soon as the NBA and the rest of that and the world shut down, even if I want to take it a step further, I was working out in my gym, in my garage on some solo shit. I had a gym membership, but the videos that I would post doing push-ups or doing, where the in-home fitness shit gets cool when necessary. Now, I understand supply and demand, I understand time and the rest of it. But what I'm saying is, prior to that, you were considered a weirdo.
Yeah.
Or what people like to say, if you can't afford it, just say that. Have you seen those little memes or whatever? Like when people say, anybody that eats seafood is nasty. Yeah, and then the rebuttal to that is, if you can't afford seafood, if you broke,
so, yeah.
That's how I feel. Like if you're working out in your crib, most people are like, if you broke, just say that. Nah, I'm just smart enough to invest.
You can't afford the gym. Like, come on.
Exactly. Man. You have to understand the difference between somebody, again, Richie, Jason, you guys understand exactly what I'm talking about. And there's probably a few others. If I decide to press shirts in my home, that's investing in myself. If I decide to set up an in-home studio, that's investing in myself. What people learn to look for is the big manufacturing companies or the big $1 million studio to solidify you've made it or the quality of your music. And that's not true. If you look back at old Wayne, boy, pull out a suitcase, pull a mic out of it, record in a hotel. Nobody says a thing.
Word.
Currency and so on and so forth. They do that shit on the road. When somebody like myself or Richie does that, they automatically assume they lost quality.
That you can't afford no studio. I know.
Exactly.
I can understand.
So same shit. If I was to go out here and my style is Elon Musk or the millionaires. Like me, I've never cared about clothes. So if I wake up every day and I throw on some bullshit, you automatically assume that because I don't have Jordans on or I ain't fashion savvy or whatever, I don't got it. And then somebody like Kanye comes along and he throws that bum bullshit at you, ripped shirts and some shoes that you would never pay for in Walmart. Never. You would walk past them shits laugh. You would never put, but because it is him, we're gonna support that. So no, I fully believe that his album will sell. I fully believe that his shoes are gonna sell because people are sheep. People are going to gravitate towards his stature. And nobody truly gives a fuck whether or not he's bipolar or not. It's I got him. I got him.
Yeah, so I was crying. Speaking on that, I was crying, laughing. I forget how many years ago it was with Payless did that. Kind of like a project.
Yep,
like,
the pop-up store.
That?
Yep, the
Remember
pop-up.
that shit?
Absolutely. People were wearing ugly shoes.
They were paying like $600-800
for Payless
shoes just because they thought.
Bro, a couple years ago, and this is why I'm funny with me, man. A couple years ago, I dropped a project called "Is This What You Want?" And that was actually supposed to be the name of this podcast too. Is This What You Want?
Gotcha.
But I dropped the project. It's called "Is This What You Want?" It was a compilation of songs that I had written for other people.
All right.
It wasn't songs that I would put out. The songs that I put out and the music that I would like to do and I do on a day-to-day basis conflict with what people want to buy. So sarcastically, I put out "Is This What You Want?" It is a whole compilation of shit that I wouldn't put out, and people went crazy.
Hey, see.
But if you listen long enough, you hear people say, oh, we want real rap, we want this, and we want to listen to this new and whatever. And it's like, nah, you don't. You don't really want that. And I'm not mad at either or, but I say that to say the same shit that you were just saying. Payless did a man with that.
Yeah.
If I go into Payless, I'm considered broke, or that's not the place that you want to shop. But when Payless did that pop-up shop, and it was paying all that money for them, oh my God, bro.
That was hilarious to me, bro. I loved every minute of it.
It is about Brandon J, but it's also product placement, man. Everything is about product placement. Fire Fest for all that it is worth, the Ja Rule shit proved that. Once they got those influencers and they got them women that looked a certain way, no names in the whole nine to promote that shit on Instagram, product placing it, and portray a lifestyle, Fire Festival sold out. I was never mad at all them people that was able to spend all of that money to go to a fucking party and lost it. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm glad the shit was shit, but that whole documentary and that whole situation just showed to me how frivolous people are, or how whatever reckless they are with money and a lifestyle, and they want to be seen and they want to be around certain shit. And there's nothing wrong with it. Again, it's your money, it's your life, do what you want to do. But when that shit doesn't pan out, or you get served put in tents or whatever the fucking case is, and the shit don't work out for you, I don't feel bad for you.
Gave him bread, yo. Gave him bread and cheese.
Bro, if you had 50 grand to spend on a party, fuck you. Legit, bro. Where's the lie? You had 50 grand to spend on a party and you mad?
Yeah.
Listen, matter of fact, you got 50 grand to spend on a party on an island and so on and so forth. Just throw it away. Concert, whatever the case. You got 50 racks or whatever to spend on that. And you mad at the little food that they got there. Listen, it's some of us that don't have that choice. That's just the food that we get. That's just it. I remember in grade school, Crispus Addicts, Southside Chicago, Crispus Attic grade school, they served us white milk, white bread, mayonnaise, sandwiches. Disgusting.
Not even the cheese, just the bread and mayo. No cheese at least.
That's what we got. That's what we got. White milk, white bread with mayonnaise on it. And then we had them little peanut butter sandwiches.
Choke sandwich.
Yeah,
the choke sandwich.
And they serve them at the bottom of the projects with milk. And
the boys was cold too. You know how thick peanut butter is when it's cold.
It just, again, I don't feel sorry for you if that's what you got, bro. I don't. But again, product placement. If I get one of Jason's songs, I mean, if I get Richie's song played or listened to by LeBron on the bus right now, he's gone. If LeBron does one of them little Instagram videos,
That's it.
he's gone. Music ain't changed, the person ain't changed, but because Bron listening to it, I'm listening to it. What is that? I'm gonna download it. If I get a shirt put on one of Jay's shirts put on him, that's what it is. It's product placement, man. We live in a society where, again, your brand, your style, whatever it is that you're pushing is solely is successful and predicated on who fucks with you and how they fuck with you. Your product placement. It's not even the quality. It's not how dope you are. It's not your background. None of that. It's, product placement. Who can I get to fuck with me on that level?
Facts.
That's it. You could put out some bullshit. If this nigga could rip shirts and sell them,
Man, like I say, just ran Scissor Storm, yo. Did a whole big ass fashion show, yo. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a fucking joke. I'm like, they gonna do that shit. They gonna laugh and then bring out the real shit. Nope. Thanks for coming out, y'all. That was it.
yeah. But Yeezy to me, like I said, Yeezy to me, I don't think that's bipolarism. If you have the control to understand and tweet in the midst of your rants, this is how I can beat Joe Biden, then that's your agenda. If you can tweet in their album coming, I'm finna focus on music, that's not bipolarism. I'm gonna give you a prime example. For me, whenever I'm down, I'm depressed, and I'm unmotivated, I can't do shit. I can't. I'm crippled. I can't tweet because I know what that's gonna come off, and I know it's gonna be some people like I shut down when I'm in them modes. The only thing that gets me out of the mode is exhausting myself. The only thing that'll get me out of a manic, a depressed mode, or one of those situations where I'm just done is to absolutely exhaust. I'll run, I'll work out, I'll do some shit where I'm destroyed. Like my energy is exerted. I can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But creatively, I can't. Like I've done some of my best work creatively in them holes, but as far as like talking and promoting, I don't feel that.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel, and I can't, like, there's no talking. Like there's people that probably feel, oh, he's funny acting, or I'm not in that mode. Nothing personal to you, but I'm not in that mode. Like I can't fake be lovey-dovey and friendly with you and so on and so forth.
Right.
I'm not in that mode right now. I can't write a certain song because that's not how I'm feeling right now. I can't give you that energy. But I'm never gonna promote. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it worked. Like you say though, it worked for some people.
And I know everybody handles things differently. I'm just saying, for me, that's just not how that goes.
Yeah. No, that man, he's straight to Twitter. Whatever. And like you say, we know music coming out, so you got to get out there and be yay. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, teachers on. If it works for Kanye, it works for Kanye. You know what I mean? I heard somewhere, I seen somewhere. I think we all did. He said he went from being in debt to a billionaire. Hey, shit. My Cash App is the detour. You know what I'm saying? If you PayPal, if you need any of my information, I will send it to you. But I mean, if that's how we giving it up, if we doing the empathy and sympathy thing, and want to see you successful, then shit, let's play that card. I'm not shit. We all need help.
Yeah,
And
fact.
money helps that. I don't care what you say. Money helps that. This motherfucker went to a ranch in Wyoming. A ranch in Wyoming.
Wyoming. Yeah, it ain't shit out there either. I've been out there. It's nothing.
That's how I'm sure I could find him if I went out there. Certain if I went to Wyoming, I could find. Anyway, on to the next topic. I'm not doing these in no particular order, so
Gotcha.
And I didn't even ask you what you had.
Oh, it's probably the same as you.
Right, hold on. Go ahead, talk to them real quick. Hold on.
All right, let me find what was on the list that I could talk about. Now I gotta talk about this with you. All these things. But yeah, what I do have is about the national anthem, man, because we still having this debate about the national anthem and sports teams, wanting to kneel. Some people not with it. People were saying, you disrespecting the flag or whatever. And pretty much how I feel about it. Like, I don't have a problem with kneeling during the national anthem, especially if it's you gaining attention for some things that are like going down in the nation, justice that ain't equating with what the anthem's supposed to be talking about. So far, it's like I saw this article with Tom Brady, but I found it to be false. But I wouldn't be surprised if you felt that way. It's a fake article going around saying that Tom Brady said if anybody on his team kneels,
I remember that.
I quit.
Well, here, listen. So I piggyback. So the kneeling thing.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the teams kneeling. Love it.
Yeah.
I saw one where the guy stood up. He cited Christianity as the reason why he would not kneel.
Dickhead move right there.
Now, listen, whatever his reason, I would be again. This goes back to what I said about the Trump versus Kanye situation. I would be wrong to talk down on his version of a protest when I loved Kaepernick's version of a protest. But what I will say is there are people that applauded him for standing while everybody else kneeled. They were happy, which let me know everything that I needed to know, because if you can applaud this man for standing for what he believes in while everybody else is kneeling, why couldn't you applaud a man for kneeling while everybody else was standing? What you're saying is don't kneel simply because we know the reason that you're kneeling and we don't believe in it. It's the same as the all lives matter shit.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you so pressed about Black Lives Mattering if you're not racist? Nobody's saying everybody else doesn't matter. We're just saying look at the news, look at what's going on, look at history, and understand why. I also saw a comment where a guy said he called him an asshole. He said he said some shit about the dude standing or whatever, and was like applauding him or whatever. The rest of the guys are dickheads, assholes, or whatever the case. And I'm like, what?
See, because we know what the fuck it is, man.
I mean, we do know, but we know what it is, but I'm pointing out that it's obvious why you feel that way. It's the reason. It's the, what he said disrespecting the armed forces. And I go, I don't feel disrespected, and I'm from the armed forces. But again, we've had that conversation. There's really no need to go back down there.
Yeah.
When they refer to the armed forces, they refer to patriotism, they refer to America. That don't include us. Even if we serve, it doesn't include us. But as far as like that entire topic, like it's dope. I've seen the WNBA players walk off.
Mm-hmm.
National anthem. I've seen all kind of protests and things of that nature. And what it boils down to is there's going to be a lot of angry and pissed off people, which also tells me, was 6 years or something running. I mean, I know it's longer for us, but I don't know when Kaepernick first kneeled or when this first came about or whatever. But it was easier just for you to. It'd have been easier just for you to go ahead and make the change than it would to keep fighting this stupid ass fight.
Yeah.
Same as when police, like it'd have been less violent and less protest and less bullshit if you just arrest the police that do the shit that they do. But you would rather send thousands or hundreds of thousands of police out there every day and risk their life instead of arresting 3.
Yeah. That did something unlawful in my eyes. I don't give a fuck if you enforce the law or not. You human just like the rest of any fucking body out here. So.
And listen, if I fuck up in life, if there's ever a time and a conversation that needs to be had and I fucked up in life, police officer, military, rapper, podcaster, man, black, white, whatever. If I fuck up and you want to have a conversation with me and you want to tell me why I fucked up and I own up to that, I'm down to have that conversation. I'm very vocal about who I am, whether that be relationships with family, friends, or whatever. If I fuck up, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. We can have that conversation. Once we reach a point where I understand that you're not trying to engage in that conversation or own up to your part, that's when I'm done. That's the only time that I'm done with it.
All right.
I'm a sensible person. I know what I bring to the table. I know when I fuck up. I know that I'm not always right. I know that I'm teachable. If you don't know that, we can't have a conversation. But if I kill somebody, if I'm a police officer and I kill somebody, if I'm a GM and I'm, or a politician and I fucked up, I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, also why Joe Biden need to just come out and say what he fucked up.
Yeah, for real.
So many times, pedophilia and all that aside, because I know that's a completely different issue than the issues of black, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not dismissing it. So before somebody say I'm just downplaying or whatever from listeners, what I'm saying is the black vote for Joe Biden seems like pandering because you haven't owned up to your mistakes in the past and the laws and legislation that you were and things that you said that you were for back then. Growth. But as far as like, mistakes, bruh, if I made a mistake, if I fucked up, the human side of me says own up to it. That's it.
Yeah, facts.
It's a simple conversation. I don't know shit about Mike Dicker.
Yeah, he was against it. I remember that. He was one of them ones.
We had Jim Brown was against it.
That motherfucker.
Bro,
He was out here trying to call Kobe a cornball, pretty much. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Man, fuck out of here, Jim.
There was a lot of people when Kobe was alive that went that route because Kobe openly was like, I'm really not, I'm a military brat. I'm raised overseas.
And he kept it real though.
But he did do the work though.
Mm-hmm.
He did do the work. You can hate him and you can be mad all day, but he did do the work. But that aside, yeah, it's just like I said, own up to this shit, man. Nobody's perfect, and I think my point of that was you're fighting. If you're a racist or you feel some kind of way about the kneeling situation or the walking off or whatever, we've been fighting this shit and going back and forth for so long. It would probably have been better for you just to admit that you felt some kind of way and move the fuck on.
All right.
Racist, right? So racist people are racist. It'd be easier for you just to admit that you racist, and I'ma laugh at your dumb ass because you can't watch sports, you can't go get food, you can't turn on the TV, you can't go anywhere without seeing a minority or some sort. You're enjoying, like I'm laughing at you. You are not able to live a good life simply because you don't like me because of my skin.
That's it.
So I'm laughing at you. I'm not even mad at you. Just say that though.
Just be real.
Just say that. And I'm done with it. But on that note, toxic traits. I said this on Facebook. My toxic trait is once, like I'm okay with, I'm too okay with being alone. I'm too okay with being in my zone. Once my peace is disturbed, or once the conversation is negative, I don't really got nothing else to say to you. No love lost, but there's no point in going back and forth. Like I said, if you can't admit your wrongs, or if you're not owning up in an adult or able to have a conversation about what it is that's actually bothering you or what your problems are, own up to that, we can't have a conversation. And I'm cool with letting you go. A little too comfortable, and I admit that. Like I don't have relationships with a lot of the people in my family, or even with friends. Like once I see certain shit, it's hard to cut you off. Not in a fuck you kind of way, but in a I'm gonna stay away from that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that easy.
Yeah, it's kind of like that with me. Like I don't have a lot of family, and I don't talk to much family, like other than the parents of my brothers or whatever. But I'm the same way. Like I ain't gonna drain my energy to be going back and forth and all that fuck shit. I fall back, disappear, easily, quiet. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool like that, and I'm all right with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I'm cool, but my thing is I don't disappear. I'm very open.
Right.
I'm out there. Not blocking you. I'm not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too. There's a lot of
none of that.
It's a lot of people I seen where I'm like, y'all blocked it. You know what? Fuck it. Like
it's a simple equation.
All right.
Once I voice my opinion and you know my intentions and who I am and you can acknowledge that, there's nothing else left for me to do. That's just how I feel. I can continue to beat that in you and reiterate it, but at what cost?
All right.
If you're not adult enough or smart enough or man or woman enough to own up to your mistakes and the way that you're living, it's nothing for us to talk about. There's no love lost. It's just I would rather be at peace with myself and control the things that I can control than try to control somebody that I can't. That's it. I can't control you. Clearly, either you know, because a lot of people, I don't know how your situation is, but a lot of people, when they're on good terms, can tell you, and when they're in their right mind, they can tell you exactly who you are.
All right.
But when they're mad, you ain't that person no more. So which one is it?
Yeah.
So I learned to distinguish the two. And my toxic trait says, oh, you're inconsistent. I can't fuck with you. I don't know what version of you I'm getting. I'm gonna let that ride. No love lost. I'm not hiding from you.
All right.
You won't see the block button unless you start getting on some bullshit, but I'm gonna keep it moving.
That's fact.
That's it. I got nothing to hide. I'm not, I'm not straying away from it. None of that. Just what's the purpose? What are we doing here? At an adult age, if you cannot communicate, you know what you want, what you don't want, who you are, we don't have shit else to talk about. Racism, money, building, all that aside, we have nothing to talk about.
That's I'm telling you, like online. That's the thing. Online to tell you who people are, man. The internet will tell you who people you thought you knew was what they really like, what they think when you're not around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, people let you know.
Fast.
I take and then they get mad when you see it. Like once you let me know, all right, cool. Like they say, drunk words are sober thoughts, and out of anger comes the truth.
Yep.
So if you're mad and you're saying this, or if somebody else shows me that you're saying this, or behind my back you're saying this, I can only take that at its face value. That's how you feel.
That's you.
If
The real you.
if I feel a certain vibe with you, or I get the impression that it is one way, how are you now mad at me for removing myself from the situation? You should be thankful because apparently, based off of whatever I'm supposed to be or the energy that I've given you, losing me and me not being around is a blessing to you. If I am who you tell people I am when you're upset or you're mad or you didn't get your way, if I am who I am, losing me is not a problem. Having me in your life or having me around should not be an issue. You should be happy. I just did you a favor.
Big favor.
But if you continue to walk down that road and throw stones my way or creep on my page or, try to get a rise out of me or something, you must be missing something.
Yeah.
That's a fact. 'Cause I'm not doing the same on my end. I wash my hands, I'm good.
Yeah.
Moving on. I'm focused on the shit that I can control and the people around me that are, in my life. That's it. Brooke said that's her. Brooke don't even play the game with us no more, man.
She so don't. She jump in the party and then leave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Don't hit nobody like, yo, you shooting.
Nothing.
Yeah, I'm finna get on. None of that. I think she's subliminally telling us she don't fuck with us.
Maybe. I don't know.
Things that make you go, what else you got over there on your docket?
Oh man, shit. We could start. Good old. We talked about them about 3 episodes. The NFAC out there in Louisville.
Oh, in fact, yeah. On that work, man. But
people got hurt.
Accidents.
See, that's That's what you gotta do. You can't just invite anybody with guns around you, man.
Yeah, because I'm sure it's a few
That shit,
people,
that shouldn't have happened.
you know, they was waiting on that little opportunity to say whatever they wanted to say. Aha, look at that or whatever. But
Yeah, that's another incident they did that with outside of that one. It was up there in Austin. You heard about that? One of
Remind-
the one of the BLM protesters got shot and killed. So all right, so what happened was his name's Garrett Foster. He's a white dude married to a black woman that's an amputee or whatever. So he's pushing around in a wheelchair. So you see a crowd. Well, before that, he did an interview with it. He had a AK or AR strapped to him. So he walking around with his AR. They kept saying the AK. I'm gonna say it's an AR, but he had it strapped to him. He did an interview. He like Black Lives and stuff. He with it and shit. If people want to come by and say something, they too pussy to do something about it. Blah 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 blah. Energy. Man, we just talked about energy.
right, putting it out.
So moments later, the crowd's marching in the streets, and then you hear, "Oh, what the fuck!" Ah. So the crowd converges down on this one car, and all of a sudden, shots ring out. The camera person run off. So this guy, the guy that did the interview, ends up dead. So the story they trying to run with was he walked up to the car, menacing, pointing the gun at him. Dude hop out, shoot him. So this the story the white folks running with the aha shit. See there, you know what I'm saying? But the story I heard is the man pushing a wheelchair before all this happening. Dude, rolled through the crowd or whatever. He pulled his gun out. My man's got his wife that's an amputee in a wheelchair. So what he do, you know what I'm saying? You see a gun, you gonna flash your gun. You gonna point like, yo, you know what I mean? So I don't know, if I can only guess with the gunshots, they trying to say the guy with the rifle shot first. And then dude, spray that helmet, kill him, which is wild to me. If he's in the car, but it don't make sense. So I'm thinking he shot in the air or something, a warning shot. Which none of it makes sense, man. It's wild. So we still waiting on more of the story to come out.
Speaking of not making sense, the story you sent me about the South African girl. Yeah.
Make that make sense. 3 days.
3 days.
In the garage where all y'all inhabit.
Yeah.
And she killed herself and nobody knew nothing, saw nothing for 3 days.
Listen, man, it's a lot of bullshit going around, and unfortunately, you're not in a position to really do shit. I would like to change that one day, but I mean, let's be honest. Like, there's certain people in the world that care. There's certain people in the world that want to do the work. There's certain people out there that really want to make change and create change and shit like that. But you can't get people to unite and support one another long enough to even make that happen. What I mean is, we want initiatives where we're supplying water, supplying food. We want those things going on. This is part of what Game 7 is. But I see more people focused on still keeping a certain lifestyle and going out and drinking and chilling and doing certain shit during a pandemic than they are of building wealth. And how those things tie in together is when you have leadership or you have people that give a fuck or you really want to do the work, the rest of that shit is irrelevant. You have a few cases of black people being hung this year, way more cases than I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
The consensus is always, we don't hang ourselves. Definitely not from nooses and trees and public locations and shit.
Exactly.
We don't hang ourselves. But to be in a garage for 3 days as an African woman surrounded by white people and found 3 days later after a missing person report, nobody thought to check the garage. Nobody saw it. Nobody, you know what I mean?
And it wasn't abandoned. That's the thing.
It's sad that I guess my point is, it's sad that shit like this goes on and they just chalk it up to it is what it is. And there's nobody, I mean, of course, you got people like Infact that go out there and start to talk about branching off and starting their own nation. I don't know if you saw that or not, but the one thing that I like about them is they demanded justice and they threatened. The article says threat to start their own nation, which is what I've been saying.
Yeah, you did.
And I'm gonna
Said that
continue.
early.
I'm gonna continue to say that because I mean, even with the dollar losing this amount and the economy being what it is, you still have to tell me when you see this getting better. L- At this point, if you are in fear of eviction, if you are in fear or wondering when your bills are getting paid, if you're relying upon a government that's going to give you $1,200 over a 3 month period of time, that should be enough for you to go ahead and understand that now is the time to get in control. That's just how I feel. Imagine a month or two from now, somebody tries to evict you from your home for a pandemic that you had nothing to do with, money in the economy that you had nothing to do with. You're willing to work. You worked before this. Benefits and shit, or getting sick, or getting sick and medical bills that you can't pay for, or it's a lot of things that go on that financially,
Yeah, it's rough.
yeah, it's rough. It's rough all around. But all of this equates to resources. All of it. At some point, you got to get fed up, because if you aren't fed up and you don't have people around you that are also saying, "Nah, we're not doing that," you're in it alone. They start to, I think I seen it, I think they said 1.3 million homeowners or something. And I'm sure the number is somewhere around there, whatever, but I can Google it and y'all can Google it too. Missed mortgage payments and so on and so forth last month, last week, whatever, right? It's only gonna get worse. Jobs not getting better. Pandemic's not getting better. They already advising for a shutdown again.
Yep.
But we're waiting on a $1,200 stimulus check. And again, there are also, I'm tying it all together. There are always people that give a fuck. There are leaders that want to see you win and want to see you straight. I'm not talking about everybody that get pregnant, get $1 million. I'm talking about real work.
Yeah, real life. Yeah.
Again, I say it all the time. I don't have all the answers, but what I can tell you is, if you're relying on a government that's giving you $1,200 for a 3 month period of time for a pandemic, you can't do shit with $1,200. I spent $600 in the grocery store.
That's why. Whew.
So if you're relying on a government that's basically telling you, fuck you, get out of here, and they got money for everything fucking else, at some point you have to reach the point where you're like, I'm not paying this mortgage. This is my land. I'm taking this land. I'm not responsible for this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I am going to get the medical help that I need. I am going to get the education that I need. My kids are going to be afforded and awarded certain things and amenities that I need. And there's nothing you can do about it. That's the only time you're going to get change. That's it. As for now, they're going to do what they want to do. And that's also being said about the violence. Like, you got certain things that go on that are going to remain unanswered and unattended to and whatever. And it's going to be that way until somebody demands change and changes the shit.
Man, some real
Until
shit.
then,
Like,
man,
fuck a statue going. I don't give a fuck about a statue going down. That's why I said y'all ain't getting over on me. Bringing the statue down, man.
like, you have to look at everything that's going on. And if you don't come to the consensus that this ain't it, I mean, be honest, like, I'm a homeowner.
Man.
If you're telling me that my home is in jeopardy over some shit that you fucked up, I'm gonna feel some kind of way about that.
You got to.
And you should. Same with your medical and everything else. And that's kind of where I'm going with it. Like, the investigations and the things that go on in the way this society is run, all the way from the bottom to the top. All it screams is obviously financial. And my point in that was, we got people that are still too concerned with their image than they are about change.
Yep.
And as long as you have that, and you have people that are out here willing to do the work, and you're not actually willing to invest in that or put money for it, like I said, we can't get. I'm sorry, but I post my Cash App and I do a lot of that shit, and I do the shit just as a I'm gonna call it precautionary measure, but it's there.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
there.
nothing wrong with it, man. Everybody else doing. These stars getting money off streaming and getting Cash App and Streamlabs. They getting donations.
If you can still support Yeezy shoes
Yeah.
and Jordan shoes when they come out, and Virgil sneakers for $1,300,
Yeah.
You can support your local businesses, black-owned businesses in general, and the leaders. You can do that.
Easily.
You can do that. But again, you're not gonna get change. They're gonna keep laughing at us and they keep joking about us as long as we don't do shit. And that was just my point.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Guy, speaking of Mike S. Adams, he died. He was a dick. He died. Don't give a fuck that he died, but he was one of those guys that was laughing at us the whole time.
Yeah, what?
If you look at some of his tweets, one of the tweets that he put out was like, hey, the NBA season is over. Expect a rise in crime. What else are they gonna do? You know, that kind of shit. That's the kind of shit that they really believe. And they don't even mask it.
Yeah, he had another one because I didn't really know much about him. I went to read the tweets. He was confusing. He had another one that said, a black man's biggest obstacle to success is not white racism, it's black culture. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, what you mean?
This dude. Hold on.
The young king, yo.
Say happy birthday. Say happy birthday.
Birthday boy. Happy birthday, king.
Carter, how old are you? Carter, how old are you? Get out of here.
But yeah, this Mike S dude was crazy, man. Like, I had a bunch. There's a couple other tweets I saw that
he didn't give a fuck though. He didn't give a fuck.
A rat's ass.
What you say?
See, this the thing, and then what else I got from his tweets? Like, he confusing because I came across another one. This like back in May. He said, "What a horrible image, seeing a black man in submission to the police just begging for the right to breathe. I hope justice is served in that case." Then he say shit like that, like, yo, like, he kind of confusing.
That sounded like sarcasm, but
I took it, but like it.
Yeah, no, I get you.
You see what I mean? Like, I ain't know shit about him, so he was kind of confusing to me. Fucking asshole though, from like the majority of the tweets that I looked at.
So go off into your next topic, and then we're gonna get into this women weaponizing pussy.
Oh shit. Speaking of weapon, I ain't gonna say that, but then we got this Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion situation. So I'm gonna read off what a guy said, that he was told by a trusted source that Megan Thee Stallion was violating Tory because he was showing Kylie Jenner too much attention, which I don't know, man. Like, still, like, I always say, like me, I won't put my hands on a woman unless my life is in danger. Meaning a knife, gun, like, so I'm talking about Tory and Meg. So you heard about what Adam 22 said. He said a trusted source told him that Meg was violating Tory. Which, what does violating mean? So violating to me mean like disrespecting. It don't mean like life in danger. When I hear violating.
Well, listen, the Meg and Tory situation. I seen Adam 22, and I seen a couple people echo this. What it turned. All right, it's so funny how all this shit ties in, man. Because last week we talked about how different white women and black women treat men. But all right, Meg Thee Stallion has been known, and I said this is why I said she can't pull the protecting card. I said this, she can't pull the black unprotected card, and I meant that, and I got some static back about that. And I also saw somebody, I can't think of who it was, you'll know, but somebody else echoed what I said when they said Tory Lanez found her dick. Somebody else, but anyway,
I know who posted the meme. I kicked it off.
So listen, so Meg Thee Stallion has been on record saying she beat her ex. She beat him. This is a big girl. So she's so big that, I mean, and mind you, you might be able to Google her height and shit like that, but that's a big girl. She's big. Like, she's unattractive. She's been unattractive. And she's so big that we did joke for, I did. I'll man up to it. I joked about she got a dick. I'm sorry, that's a big girl. I've said this before the shooting. I don't care.
She about
listen,
my height, maybe a little taller.
Listen, she's a big girl.
I'm about
That's a
5'9"
big
and
woman.
a half. So she
There's
about
nothing
my
feminine.
height.
There's nothing feminine about her. Let's keep it a buck.
She alright, man.
No.
Yeah, she alright.
Well, listen, me personally, I've never feminized. I've never seen her as that. And it's no, that's a big girl. That's a big girl, and there's nothing feminine to me about that.
What about
She's-
the height?
No. Listen, it's not just the height. It's not the height. It's the build. Understand? She's like strong. There's a certain. I say this all the time. It doesn't matter your height and the rest of that. But
Yeah.
if you're a woman and you talk to me a certain way, or your speech is a certain way,
Mm-hmm.
I can't get. It's not sexy to me. As a woman, you should move as a woman. I don't want no woman talking to me like a homeboy. I don't. And everything and maybe it's just a rap or whatever, but her demeanor and who she is very aggressive. Real ass bitch, give a fuck about all right, listen. If you're that aggressive, that hostile, that ratchet, that whatever, that's not sexy to me. It's not feminine.
See, I've been around it, so I think that's why it don't bother me as much.
Chicago, right?
I've been around it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
Jay
In
said-
Chicago,
I see you,
in
Jay.
Chicago, if a woman, and most of us we're from Chicago in here, but
Mhm.
if a woman comes up to me, fuck out of here, Joe. Same as a woman, come on, bruh. Nothing sexy about that. And it's just, again, that's just the conversation. If you're not feminine in the way you move and talk, I won't see you as that. And I've said it before. With Meg, you can't keep talking about ratchet and my thing on the side of me and all the rest of that. Like, this is your rap, this is your life. That being said, same with Tory. So if he goes to jail, if it's true he did what he did and he go to jail, do time, or niggas violate him, I have nothing. I'm not defending him.
He made that bid.
That's the street. Yes, that's the street. So
Mhm.
I'm saying the same thing on her end. Whatever happened, if you're telling me, like Adam 22 said, that they had a little thing, which this ain't the first time they've been together and around each other, whatever, he felt some kind of way about how Tory gave Kylie Jenner attention and was in the car violating him, maybe mushing him in the head, talking shit, talking down, or whatever the case. Brooke, get out of here.
That's what I just saw. That's the comment I just looked at.
Here, I'm a thug sometime. Anyway, if all of that is true, I still don't see that as a reason to shoot her. But what I would say is there's a reason she ain't pressing charges, whether that be street code or otherwise. There's a reason she ain't talking.
That's the street
Let's keep
shit,
it
bro.
buck.
Trying to keep up with that.
Started it, and she was, laying it, whatever the case, and it's self-defense at this point. That's embarrassing for him, but it's also not gonna end well for her. If it's street shit and she feels so strongly about it that it needs to be handled in the streets, I also still don't want to hear that black women are unprotected shit. So
Right.
all of this still leads to one thing: whatever happened in that car, whatever happened, they know.
Oh, they know it's gonna come out though, because it's
And
investigation.
And I'm not canceling nobody because I wasn't listening to her to begin with, and I'm not canceling
I'll
him
listen
because
to her.
you know what I mean. Whatever happens, and I heard Drea's comments, but let's talk about that too. Like Drea saying that she want a man so crazy that if I try to leave, you shoot in the foot. That's a lot of women echoing that. A lot of women have been
Yeah,
there.
they like that shit.
I know
They
because
love that type of shit.
we said it on here. Women love to say, "Ooh, Chris Brown could beat me all the time.
Yeah.
He could do it." Women love doing that. That's not men doing that. That's not men saying that for you. That's not men giving you that energy. That's women sitting back and saying that they really want a nigga that's about that life and ain't gonna let them walk out or go sit in the corner. We gonna fix this shit or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
That's them until they get it.
She got it.
And she got it. My nigga said, "Get back here." Maybe. I don't know. Either way.
Hey, something happened, man. He was the
Hey,
only one
Brandon,
charged
absolutely.
in that whole shit. He was the only one that caught a charge, bro. So
And again, if he goes to jail, you know what I mean? It is what it is. If he gets whatever, if his career's over, if
I'm just
you know,
thinking.
you
I'm
know,
thinking. I'm just sitting there trying to pictures. It's like Meg and Tori,
too.
and Tori say,
Bro,
like, it still don't make sense. Like, I don't know shit, but it still don't make sense.
because it doesn't make sense because of a few reasons. One, we not putting ourselves in that position, and two, I don't think Tory's makeup is the same as a man that's secure in, his ability to fight or protect himself. Like,
Oh well, nah,
he's not. He's
he
not.
he one of them dudes that like to be in the club or during shows wilding and shit. I'm gonna say that. I've seen that with him. Jumping in the crowd trying to fight and check motherfuckers, and he one of them.
Pronto.
Like, I ain't that tall. This motherfucker here than me, and he trying to check everybody that he can. He one of them.
I think he 5'3". I think he 5'3", Brooke.
Yeah, I heard 5'3".
I heard 5'3". I think
5'3",
he gave
120 pounds is what I saw when they did the
I need
lineup.
2 inches is a lot. I need my extra 2. You feel me? Don't give him that. But anyway, yeah. And on the subject of dysfunctional women, on my docket was just exactly that. Like, women love to contradict themselves and play those games, man. Like, I keep seeing memes. Women. This woman said, passed around. I haven't met a man with his own car, his own house, his own money and shit.
They say about you, motherfucker.
I seen memes that say, oh, if he love you, he invest in, fuck that bag or whatever. He'll, if you believe in me, purchase me a LLC. I seen memes talking about, oh, men don't want a woman, they want a slave. Listen, man. Let me be the first to tell y'all, if y'all lazy, say that. If you want a man to provide a life for you, say that. There are every guy that I hang with, everybody around me doing some shit and got their own. Every single one. Take care of their kids, pay their bills, own property, cars.
Yeah, doing it.
Ain't out here wilding. Every dude that I know that's in my circle
Making it happen.
And nobody wants a slave. I've never met a man that wanted a slave. What we want is a partner. Yeah. If I start a business, the way that you support Mac, the way that you YouTube tutorials, the way that you shop at Fashion Nova, the way that you go out with your homegirls, give me that same energy. We want a partner. That's what we want. We want somebody that ain't, lazy for the most part. Like, you can't then pull those cards if you can't cook or you don't want to clean and you expect a man to go to work and provide a life for you. What do you bring to the table?
You don't want you talking about like laying there with their ass up in the air and their hand out type shit.
Not even the ass in the air. I would damn near accept the ass in the air, hand out, just hand out.
All right.
It's what I said last week. There's a lot of women that seem to think that a man is supposed to invest in an LLC for you. I've said it before. Most of us are willing to do that. I don't want a bum female. If you want an LLC, if you have a business and we're talking about that, you don't even have to ask me to invest in that. If you want to go to school or whatever it is you want to do to better yourself, you don't have to ask me for that. But that does not mean that every chance you get, you can just chill the fuck out and expect me to do. It's not a man's job to provide a lifestyle for you. We're building together. That means that you got to pull your weight too.
Partnership.
That's it. That's what I said men partner. All that men want a slave. No, just say you can't cook. Just say you don't feel like cleaning. Because there's plenty of days that I don't feel like going to work.
Or that you don't know how. Shit.
And there's plenty of bills that I don't want to pay, but I do it. Let's keep it a buck. Like, if that's what you want, if you want a life that's, you know what I mean? If you want a life handed to you, if you don't feel like getting in there and cooking and you want fast food or whatever, and you think that's just a fucking free ride, say that. Say that. But you got to find you a nigga that's willing to tolerate that. That ain't most men. A man is not going to tolerate that.
Some out there, but for the most part, nah. Hell nah.
Oh, there's plenty of men out there. The men out there that tolerate that are the men that ain't about shit. They the men that really ain't gonna do nothing, don't have no expectations, either just glad to have you or they on some fuck shit. There's a lot of men that don't want to put you in a better position. They don't want you to work. They don't want you to get an education. They're not going to get an LLC for you. They're not going to uplift you. They're not going to start a business. They're not going to teach you about entrepreneurship and everything else. Those dudes out there, they're going to sell you that bullshit. And they're going to allow you to be bullshit, because as long as you don't have a fucking standard, I can get away with the dumb shit that I'm doing. It's okay. It's acceptable. If you're not cleaning, that means I ain't cleaning. If you know what I mean, no backbone and the rest of that. But no, that's not men. Men expect a certain, like I said, there's days where I'm sick. There's days where I don't feel like doing shit. There's days where I absolutely know an easier route, 9 to 5, will get me where I need to go. But taking a risk of being an entrepreneur and investing in this, that, and the third takes some guts. Yeah. But I don't want my kids to work for somebody else. I'm not going to teach my kids that that's all there is. I'm not going to teach my kids that having a degree is absolutely necessary out here, when I know that there's people that have degrees that aren't utilizing them.
That ain't doing shit with it. Either they ain't doing shit with it or they can't. You know what I'm saying?
So as a man, I'm going to teach you, and I'm going to be honest with you. Like, here is this. You can get a degree, and if that's what you want to do, I'm going to support you in doing it. But that does not guarantee you a job. That does not guarantee you a 6-figure income. That does not guarantee you, job security or a future or this, that, and the third, or the debt that comes with that. Like, you have to have the facts of that. But to just say and see, man want a slave. No. You want to know what you did all day. Yeah. That's what we want.
Somebody carrying, carrying some of the weight.
That's it. Just meet me halfway. It has zero to do with, you know what I mean, all the sexual shit and everything else. The bottom line is you dealing with the wrong. See, women, I seen that. Somebody said somebody else said, and this on the meme, somebody said, if all you got for me is dick and debt, leave me alone. Well, what you got? I be really waiting. I'm serious.
All right, what you doing on the other side of what you talking about?
That's it. That's all I'm asking. For somebody that's sitting here posting all day just pictures or whatever the case is, what the fuck are you bringing? What I said it last week. It's almost as if a man is supposed to provide and bring certain shit to the table and whatnot, and a woman just has to, accept it. And on that topic, I said it. Women weaponize pussy. You're not getting pussy this week. I ain't fucking you if, or you can't get this if, and you know what I mean? And that's your weapon. But fuck all that. Because you're expecting me to take you on a date, or what they say, if a man wants you, he'll come get you. This is all women shit. If a man wants you to come get you, I'm supposed to come get you. I'm supposed to pursue you. I'm supposed to slide in your DMs. I'm supposed to take you out, take you on vacation, buy LLC for you. I'm supposed to show you all this thing for what? For the reward of pussy? I can save my money. Am I lying?
That's facts. Keep your bread.
Royce the 5'9" had a funny line, and I know it's not his line. He just said it, but it said the only time I seen a woman make a man a millionaire is when that man was a former billionaire.
God damn.
The only time I've seen a woman make a man a millionaire is when that man was a former billionaire.
That say a lot.
So, if pussy is weaponized, Jay, it's not a reward. Pussy is weaponized. They use it against you. It's, you're not getting none until I'm ready. I'm not fucking him until this. That's new. Oh, that's in a relationship, before a relationship, or whatever. They feel as if I can, my pussy is my power. And in a lot of cases, it is.
Yeah, it definitely is. Cause keep it a bean, we do a lot of fuck shit because of it.
No. Listen, I'm not discrediting the fact that what we do is for that. And what I mean by that is, I'm not doing this shit for Santana. I'm not doing this shit for Jason. I'm not doing this shit for Brandon. I'm not doing this shit for Aaron. I'm not doing this shit for BJ. Like, I don't do the things that I do to impress you.
All right.
Clearly, I'm building a life for the woman that I'm trying to, the type of woman that I'm trying to bring in. So yes, in essence, I am doing it for the pussy. But what I'm saying is, you still got to bring more than that. And you cannot, well, basically what I'm saying is, if you're not giving that and you're holding that hostage, then you homeless.
If they doing shit right, they ain't homeless, yo. Because
If you're doing it right.
it's gonna be like that's the thing. Like how you just said, like oh, you gonna get it unless you doing this, or I got this coming. But then you don't do what you do, and they end up fucking homeless. That shit getting thrown to something else.
Well,
Whole nother cycle.
listen.
That's why I say the power of it, because they not homeless.
Women often say like, "Oh, I'm not in the mood. I don't feel like it." What I'm saying is, if you could take those days off, it's not about how you feel. Again, I say, how many days do I not feel like going to work, and I still have to do it? I still have to do it. I still got to pay these bills.
Yeah.
I cannot use I don't feel like it. I'm not in the mood today. So as long as it's weaponized and this uses some shit as like, some shit dangling over, or, with all the memes and everything else, if you could post a picture when you feeling somewhere, you trying to entice the niggas out there, or fishing, basically, it's a lure and you're fishing, you got to be ready for whatever come at you after that. And that's a man saying, all right, watch this then.
Yeah.
Because the flip side to that is women always say, oh, your money don't impress me and this. Yes, it do. Yes, it do.
Yeah, dude.
Everybody want a better life, men included. Everybody want a better life. Stop lying.
I'm gonna talk about some of the comments I see in them posts when they be fishing. I swear I want to talk about that one day.
We talk about it all.
They not low. That's why I say the power, yo. They do that shit on purpose, bro. They go throw on some little skimpy ass shit, hop on the book. Hey, you know what I'm saying? And I sit there and I see some of y'all out there. I see them comments and I'm like, look, I know what they doing and it work, because you get these suckers jump right up in the comments.
And they have no idea what they're in for.
You sad. I say, I can come on over. I can make you feel better. You know
he ain't that. He ain't doing that.
You better tell him. You better make you happy. Like, like I see
you deserve
clown.
this.
Like, I see all that shit.
Listen, women do need their own shit. Absolutely. And men do too. My point is, men don't weaponize dick. That's not some shit in the card that we can pull. But to sit back and then feel as though you can post the memes that say, if a man wants you, he come get you, and it's always what you do in text. It's never, what else is there? What are you texting him? What are you giving him? What life are you breathing into him? Like, I hate that text. It's always what you're doing. It's never, can I come pay your bills? And what? Come on, man.
You're a fucking bum. I'm just not me. I'm just saying, you're a fucking bum if you let a chick come talk to you like that, or you let it happen.
Well, what
that
am
ain't
I
me that say that. That's not for me. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. The
I know,
context of it out there.
Yeah, I'm still a man that believes that, in a courtship, I'm still a man that believes you should take somebody out on a date and you should make them feel like a woman and so on and so forth. But what I'm saying is that me courting you and treating you like a woman does not mean that you can set that bitch on cruise control and think you're entitled to some shit, is what I'm saying.
Oh man.
Go kill that bug, man.
Here, you heard that? Yeah. Keep talking.
Go kill that goddamn bug, man. If you're married, you should be giving in the shower. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But I said the last podcast, and I told people I tell people all the time, and before this, to go listen, because I'm piggybacking off of the conversation that we had last week. Every woman knows to fucking feed your man. That's without saying, even if you want to say that, if you want to insult a man and say men are simple, or if you want to go get complicated and say all men want is, the consensus is always being fucking feed your man. If you're dating, if you're courting, if you're interested, if you're married, whatever the case is, be upset if you want to, but your job is your job. I'm not saying slave. I'm not saying you'll have to, but what I'm saying is, if you don't want to be in a relationship with that man, if that man don't turn you on, if you don't want to give it to him, you feel some kind of way, you can't be mad at the motherfucker that is willing to do that. Or get your ass out of your position, because the day that I feel I'm not worth or getting my worth and I don't want to do my job, you're going to be upset. You gave up on yours. Now I'm giving up on mine. If my job is to make sure that you straight and your job is to make sure I'm straight, and I don't feel like I'm straight, and now I'm going to make sure that you ain't straight, I'm not wrong. That's what I'm saying. It's weaponized. A lot of women feel as though they can come and go and do it as they please. That's a fact. It is your body, and you're absolutely right. But you need to know your partner. Do that shit somewhere else. Do that shit somewhere else. Period. And that's on all levels. Or stop posting them stupid ass memes, feeling like you ain't met this dude and you ain't did this or whatever. And don't nobody got time for that. Nobody trying to hear that. Nobody. I don't feel sorry for you. You got bad. You got pretty. You got laced up. You got dolled up for the gram. Keep that same energy around your house and around your man. These bras gonna end up alone, making a fans only page and struggling. Yep. And that fans only page is also attesting to weaponizing pussy. The fact that you feel that you can make money off posting pictures and that somehow empowers you. Let me see if I can pull it up. I got a screenshot somewhere where this woman is basically saying, go ahead and start that fans only page, be you queen, blah 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 blah. Use what you got, your God given shit, so on and so forth. Make your money and all this shit. The the notion was that women have been underpaid for years, decades, etc., working the same jobs as men. Use what God gave you to make that bread. I'm not against that, but come on, come on. Y'all talk down, not every woman, but most of y'all talk down on men all the time about providing or whatever it is that a man does, and then turn around and flaunt your asset, so to speak, for bread. You a whole prostitute. It is what it is. Nothing wrong. How you make your bread, how you do it, and so on and so forth. That's not my opinion. I'm not judging you. I'm just calling it what it is. For you to talk down on a man or to feel a certain kind of energy towards a man that is working his ass off to provide and feeling that you can take days off, months off, weeks off, or talk to a man any kind of way and go out here and entertain or, do whatever the fuck you want to do without giving some shit is wild. It's wild. But the first sign of being broke, you run to the fans only page and you give the world for $5.99 what you could have gave this man that was providing life for you. That's wild and it's stupid. It's dumb. Same shit I said about sending pictures. Women love not sending pictures or not keeping that energy, or that ain't the type of woman I am, and then get right online and be posting seductive pictures for the whole world. You wouldn't send your man that. Or why does your man or the nigga that you're entertaining or interested in not have or be privy to a side of you that Instagram and Facebook don't have? You got pretty for Facebook and Instagram. You got sexy. You put your best dressed on, or you entice the world, but your man can't get more than that. Fans only do make that bag. Shit, I'm thinking about starting a goddamn fans only. I'm blessed. I'm got him naked, dangling, 6 figures. Act like you know. Shit. Don't let me get down on my luck. Fans only dinero. That motherfuckers be getting paid. Jay, what's up, man? You on here next week? The week after that? Brandon, when you coming on, man? And Brooke, what time we shooting? T, what up, man? Fix your shit, man, so you can get on here. I wanted you on this episode because I know you got a lot to say. We be sharing the same type of memes. I'm gonna get you in trouble. Fans only is a hell of a hustler, bro. Hell of a hustle. Again, not knocking it. You confident you doing that? I got nothing against it. But what I do have a problem with is energy. 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 Women love talking. Listen, we gonna keep it a buck on here. I'm gonna have a whole segment, and I want some women to come over here and tell their side. But women treat niggas like they just supposed to just have their way. That's a fact. You need to. You need to come on here and rep for the ladies, because we need a voice. I need to know what's going on in the mind. Shit, you can come on here right now. I'll send you an invitation. You got something to say? Any of y'all women on it, any woman on here that has a rebuttal and wants to say something, this line is open. I beg you to come on here and really present the side of the story that men don't understand. Tell me what it is that, you know, aside from sexual abuse and trauma, what is it that keeps a woman from being a woman for her man? Why risk it? Why put your man in that position? Why be out here looking crazy? Like I know some women that's dope until they just get out there and they get to showing their little insecurities and projecting that bullshit on all these social networks and shit and showing motherfuckers that they ain't worth shit or they ain't about shit and you like you don't even see it.
Ugh.
Please come on here and tell me. I'm serious. Santana with the cigars and shit. Did you kill that bug, man?
Nah, man, I ain't get it.
Oh my
Got me up
God.
there spraying up the living room and the kitchen. I gotta clean all this shit up and still ain't get it. It's a fucking bee or something in there.
Hey, I seen this dude, and I'm probably gonna end it here, but I seen this dude, absolutely entitlement, bro. A little too much of it, man. I don't understand it, bro. I really don't. I really don't. But I seen this dude post, and maybe it was a woman, but they said all that money LeBron got, and that's the best woman he could get, bruh.
Some hating ass
bruh.
shit, yo. Some hateful hating ass
It's-
shit.
One, Savannah's beautiful.
As hell.
Two, been with her forever.
Mm-hmm.
Three, it just shows how shallow motherfuckers are. And four goes to my point. All that money he got, and that's the best. So what's he supposed to do? What is he supposed to do? His money is supposed to equate to the type of woman that makes him happy, or the one that's supposed to be on his arm?
He's supposed to have one of these IG model looking motherfuckers.
Exactly.
Fashion Nova models. Shit like that.
back to what we've been saying. This is women doing this.
Yeah, I've seen it. And I've
This
also
is
said,
This
shut
is
the
women
fuck up.
projecting. This is women sitting back and saying that you know hit so for some reason LeBron deserves a certain type of woman outside of Savannah because of how much money he got,
Mm-hmm.
or talking down on another woman. They was black, mind you, another black
I
woman at
already
that.
know. You already know who saying that bullshit.
And the flip side to that is LeBron was to leave her after high school, junior high, all that, the
Mm-hmm.
kid thing, or cheat and go out and get something. He'd be the worst type of nigga in the world.
Can't
Savannah's
make
beautiful.
people happy, man.
You can't. But let's keep it a buck. If it wasn't for this nigga wild, if it wasn't for women, niggas would be out here chilling, probably playing Call of Duty, playing ball,
Mm-hmm.
chilling. Women make this shit difficult, bruh. Women are the tangible. Every movie and every book that you've ever seen, a conflict, whether that be rich, poor, whatever, James Bond, a conflict is a woman. The woman is in between that. It just is what it is. Damn near every story in history, there's a woman somewhere involved in that. It just is. And I think, and I venture to say that power, the need for power, the want for power also comes from, you know, being visible to women. Just is what it is.
It's facts, yo.
Joking about what, Vanita? What part of this do you think that I'm joking about? All I spit is truth. All I can tell you is facts. I don't really joke like that. I'm on record. An hour and 43 minutes in. I don't know how many viewers so far, but yeah, Adam and Eve's first conflict that we know of, if you want to go biblical terms or whatever. But it's always about a woman. What a woman wants, what a woman needs when she's not satisfied. Shit. What do you mean we crazy? Men are not crazy. Men are simple. Men are very simple. I'll provide you a life, and matter of fact, I'm gonna take it a step further. Watch this. Women want a rich nigga, rich man. You find a rich man, successful rich man. What's the first thing women complain about? You don't have time for me. You're never home.
You work too much.
You work too much. And she gone. Get a broke man. I want more. I deserve more. You're not doing enough. I need this. She gone. You get a man that's handsome. All you want is attention. You always out here in these girls in your face. No. Get a man that's ugly. She gone. I don't even need
Nothing to say. Out of here.
She gone.
So you look over one day like,
Men are simple. If he's playing the game, all you do is play the game. If he goes to the strip club, you're always gone. What is a man supposed to do? If I treat you right, I'm too nice. I'm a sucker. If I treat you wrong, I don't care. And most of the times y'all go for that. It's like a challenge for y'all if a nigga treats you wrong. If a man abuses a woman, if a man neglects a woman, if a man sit back and really ain't interested, it's like a challenge for y'all. Y'all love them niggas that just don't give a fuck about y'all. Y'all love trying to fix them niggas. You love it.
you almost feel like,
No. Single mothers are out there looking for a good man now. Not single women. Single women tend to not want a good man. Single mothers want a good man after the fact. Y'all got a nigga that wasn't about shit. I'm gonna keep it a buck here. I'm sorry, saying what I'm saying. What did he say? 50 and Wayne openly talk about their standards. That's their standard. No. 50 and Lil Wayne are not men who can speak for the male culture, simply because it is known in history that men that can have a certain type of woman, or that, all right, 50 wave his money out right now, want to take women out. Same as Lil Wayne. Can take Wayne ugly as shit. Want to take women out. How many of these Instagram models, bad chicks or whatever, you think they can get? Any of them. They've been doing this for years. They're not the norm. They can't speak for us. Those niggas are damn near borderline gay because pussy is pussy to them and they can get it. Them niggas don't speak for us. Their preference in women and the things that they need and want to be satisfied don't come at the same expense to us. I could say the same thing about women. Women don't desire sex the way men do, because from the time you're a kid, it's thrown at you. You know you can get it. They don't speak for us. I ain't gonna call them clowns. I'm just saying they live a different life. We're talking men. Absolutely. The things, if you watch those type of dudes, if they sit back, if 50 Cent and Lil Wayne wanted to go out in public or whatever, and wanted to fuck a Vivica Fox or, whoever, they know they can get them. 9 times out of 10, I think 50 fucked Chelsea Handler.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Just off GP. They're not normal. They don't speak for us. Their standards and the things they need probably to get off. Let's keep it a buck. Yes, Lil Wayne kissed a man on the lips. Grown man.
Mm-hmm.
And 50 Cent openly like butthole pleasure. I don't knock what you do, but that ain't normal. That's all I'm saying. It's not a normal male behavior. And if you're getting that on a regular, you can't speak for regular men. And again, you're still talking about 2 men out of a million billion motherfuckers with a preference. What you prefer and how you prefer to do it. I know a lot of niggas that like threesomes. It's not my thing. I know a lot of men that like Meg Thee Stallion. It's not my thing. You can't put them on us. Those niggas is weird. They're different. I don't mean weird in a, negative way. I just mean that they're an anomaly. They're not the norm. I would not be surprised if rumors started to fly or if they were into some weird shit, because I know factually that I could post certain shit online and I probably get DMs right now on some other shit. So I can imagine what 50 and Wayne shit is, and Wayne ugly as fuck. If Wayne didn't have money, Wayne wouldn't be able to do shit, but it's Wayne. Wayne go out here and he posts he want to marry somebody or do something or do this, he'll find a wife today that's bad. They don't speak for us. Now, I'm a double back. Women, single women, feel the need to shit on real men talking about real shit that want to introduce you to a real life. only after that first kid, when you become a single mother and that nigga's gone, or that man that you chose for whatever reason that you chose, and he's no longer in the picture, he treated you like shit, and you knew he was gonna do that. Most single mothers want a man at that point. I'll venture to say that most women know what a real man looks like. Y'all just don't want to take that risk or respond to a motherfucker or treat a nigga right at the moment that you want to treat him right. You want a lifestyle. You want, I don't know what it is. It's like y'all searching for some shit. It's like y'all looking for something.
I mean, it ain't the corny nigga. Tell you that right now. Or the corny nigga, which is always usually the good guy.
I'm not saying. Listen, no. I can't say most. I'm not saying all. Again, I've always said this. When I speak with exception. Some women genuinely just don't know what type of man they got, but most of them know. Most women, let's keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. Look around you. As a woman, you have friends that you knew, and you probably had a conversation with him. Was like, that nigga ain't shit. Y'all knew he wasn't shit. She still ended up pregnant by him. She didn't leave. He cheated on her a million times before, whatever case. She still got pregnant by him. It is what it is. I can look around. I can tell you. I can show you a woman that saw a man and saw some shit that wasn't fatherhood, marriage, etc. She saw a moment and some chill shit or whatever, and now she's in that situation, and suddenly she want a man that can teach her son, daughter, or whatever, and be around her and uplift her, and probably, let's keep it a buck, put her in a better position to shit on her baby daddy. She want a Russ. She fucked around and had a baby by our future. Am I lying?
I've seen it all the time.
Parents, there's absolutely signs. And women push the niggas away, the good niggas away. And I've been vocal about saying that. As a woman, if you know the rules and you know what your man is expected or what's expected, you got a choice. You can leave or step up to the plate and do that. What Norm showed in the media, what we see is 50 to Wayne the baby, and that's what women think they want until they get it. The baby, all right, here we go. The fact that you just said that says everything. What woman wants the baby?
Oh, they out there.
No. I know that's bae. I see it. What I'm saying is exactly. She's saying what I'm saying. A woman. You're a single woman. I ain't even talking about with kids. As a woman that's trying to build a life, a successful life, a happy life. What part of you says I want the baby? Exactly. So you just said and brought full circle what I've been saying for 2 episodes. Your stature and your ability to be courted is based on
that bread.
That don't make you a man. A grown man named the baby going out here punching motherfuckers, doing that, living and telling you in the songs all that shit that he want to tell, and you call him bae. Tech geek over here in your inbox and your DMs, he want to treat you right, take you out to dinner, you ignoring him. You deserve everything coming to you. Because bae, Man Crush Monday, meant everything but this nigga. So after the baby knock you up and he gone and did everything he told you in his song he was gonna do, why you didn't want the tech geek? Listen, I'm about to sign off and hang up on everybody because it's gonna piss me off. Y'all motherfuckers, I'm serious. Somebody said in the group chat, they said, what is something that you want women to do? Or some shit on them. What you want women to do? Men only. What do you want women? I said my statement will forever be honest with yourself. I don't want y'all to change that. Just be honest with yourself. If that ain't your type and that ain't what you want, you know what I mean? You want something else, move around. Be honest with yourself. Soon as women start being honest with themselves, men can start being honest with themselves. Because a lot of men out here see y'all liking the baby and feel like they got to be the baby.
That's crazy shit to me too, yo.
This is the facts. If I'm shown that you like a nigga that got money, and I go out and get money and I start throwing it in your face, you can then get mad at me because I did what you like. thought this is what you wanted. Now you telling me this is not what you want? Thought you wanted me to be 5 foot, bald head, big teeth.
Shoot you in your foot.
Yeah. Thought that's what you wanted. But anyway, we're gonna have this conversation. Any of y'all women welcome to come on here. Any
Please.
of 'em. Share this. Men, the same thing. If y'all got an opinion, T, get ready. Y'all got any subjects? Y'all got anything y'all want? I'm serious. Ain't no stop it.
Please.
I'm raising my son to be a man. And it's gonna be, and I advise y'all to raise y'all daughters to do the same thing. Be a woman. Be honest with yourself. Because at the end of the day, y'all sitting back and y'all glorifying the baby and that's bae and all them other man crushes and all the rest of their relationship goals and shit. And then when you get them, when niggas start doing and living that life, like I said, niggas wasn't the ones saying they was gonna fight women, but I seen a lot of women that was like, Chris Brown could beat me anytime he want to, and then
Yeah, that shit crazy. I'm telling you, yo.
that's y'all, that's women.
Nah, she couldn't take. I could take a couple punches. And like,
Look, I seen. I'm gonna keep it more recent. I seen women say, "Have you seen August? I've seen his body, or y'all seen what he's working with? He could."
Hey man, just a
So
couple
that's
years
what
ago. A couple years ago when Kels was did a concert, this after all that shit came out. So I clicked the video. Bow, they were right in front of him.
Yeah, R.
Pied
Kelly,
Piper.
he could pee on me anytime.
Crazy,
A lot of
bro.
This is women.
Mm-hmm.
Vanita, Brooke, any woman in here, y'all stop me when I'm lying. This is women. If I'm reading the comments and I'm scrolling and y'all saying, you know, she finna get that check when a new dude signs a contract. When y'all talking about a dude, he could pee on me anytime when a nigga get caught on some case shit. Or he can beat me when a nigga get. Hey, I understand it's a fetish, but a lot of women ain't into shit unless a lot of women aren't into the fetishes until they think it can provide a life. And that's when shit, he could do this to me anytime. If that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, how much that piss worth?
Listen, be honest. Like I said, be honest with yourself. If that's your thing, cool. If you're a woman and you're sexual and you're open with your sexuality and you're okay with that, you can't get offended by somebody or a situation where you open to OnlyFans or any of that. You can't be. Nobody can slut shame you or feel no kind of way because that's who you are. You start to get shamed and shit when you're doing something for the bread or you do something that you know you probably shouldn't do for the money, or you're in a situation where you feel like you compromised who you are. That's the only time you ever been shamed. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, if you are who you say you are, if you're moving the way that you want to move, that's who you are. Be real with yourself. Be honest with yourself all day and night. That's all I'm saying. And in the interest of tying that together, Meg Thee Stallion got to live up to who she says she was and all the things she is. I don't feel sorry for her. So that being said, unless y'all got something else for me, I'm out, man. I don't got time to keep beating this dead horse. Y'all want to have a real conversation? Tag your women friends. Share this with your women friends. Bring them to me. Whatever. We can have a whole I can have X amount of people on here, and I'm more than open to having this dialogue and really getting to the bottom of any of these issues that you have, male, female, or otherwise. If you have an opinion and you want to talk to me, Santana, whoever, and you want to address it, feel free to come on here next week. We do this Sundays,
6
6
o'clock
p.m.
Central.
We could even adjust the time. I will share this on Facebook. I will share this on YouTube. It'll be on Spotify. It'll be on Instagram. It'll be on all of that. All references. This is episode 7. You got hella episodes before, 6 episodes before this to listen to. Share this in your group. Share this in your group chats, whatever. If I'm wrong, prove me wrong. If you got somebody that has a rebuttal or situation, come on here. And A-Dub, you definitely got to come on here. Brandon, nasty asses. But yeah, all bullshit aside, I don't talk to just be talking. Like I'm serious. Like, this is the things that I notice. It feels as though, and a lot of these men in here will attest, if I don't bring a nice car, nice shoes, nice clothes, well groomed, a certain height, certain bank account to the table, my worth ain't shit, and women ain't giving a fuck about me.
Yeah, I found that out once again right before I moved out here in the bank. A bank that I was going to for years. You know what I'm saying? I was going to that bank for about 3 years. The same tellers working there. They know who I am, same tellers. Walk in, do my little deposit, withdrawal. Hey, all right, yep, all right, hey, all right, yep, thanks you. See, I come in one day because I came into some money. I ain't gonna say hi, a good amount. The first day I went in after that big ass check got deposited. I ain't do nothing different. I ain't walking straight up, come in, put the slip up there. I mean, mad conversation, extra conversation, dog. I just laugh like, oh, now you want to talk. You know what I'm saying? So it was a few extra zeros than you've ever seen for me. Now you got mad conversation for me. I'm like, all right, I'm good.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I love them bank tellers, bro.
I seen what it was. I saw the game. Shit, she showed me what she was.
Yo, making them withdrawals and deposits and shit at certain banks. All right. I know the vibes, man. I know the vibes. But yeah, I said it and I'm gonna say it again, man. I ain't deleting her. Certain people, I know what it is, but I mean, you know, hey, let's keep it a buck. Certain shit is rewarding and it feels good. I don't work this hard for no reason. I'm not working this hard just to work this hard. Like, I brush my teeth so I can have this smile. Look at this smile. You feel me? That's not for, you know what I mean? Like, if I didn't give a fuck, you know, you see it all the time. You see a lot of people out there that just don't give a fuck about who they are, what they do, and how you know what I mean, how you view it. That being said, hold on. Richie, you still there, bro? A-Dub. Richie. I almost ended this shit without doing it, but I want y'all to check out Lil Bro. Southside, Chicago. I had the privilege of working with him. Funny story, right? Working with him as a youngster. Super funny because he came to the crib with this guy. I can't remember how I met the dude. I don't remember the full story. Richie, you got to come on here and tell me, man. I think it was a relative of his or whatever. We started working together on music. At this time, I was working with R. Kelly and a few other people. And I invited them to the crib. We started doing music. I don't know what happened, but like a week or some change went past, and the dude dropped a diss record against me. Legit. The nigga dropped the whole diss record, and I think Richie was on it.
Yeah.
Richie. You gotta come on here, bro. I gotta fill in the details. I don't remember what happened, but the nigga dropped the whole diss record on me. A-Dub, I know you probably heard this story before too, bro. Anyway, Richie wasn't the problem. Richie nice with his shit. I don't know what his cousin was on or whatever the case is or whatever, but yeah, it's just funny, full circle, you know what I mean? His older cousin, my younger cousin. Okay. Well, listen, A-Dub, you might know the story. Nigga dropped the whole diss record against me, bro.
That's funny as hell.
Listen, I invited the man in my house, bro. You understand? I don't know. Bro dropped the whole diss record. I don't even know. But anyway, I'm going to play a Richie track, man. Let me see. Rich, I wanted Richard to tell me, but I'm going to play this anthem, man. Y'all go listen to this real quick.
Stripes.
Follow him, Richie Warbucks.
Stripes.
Told him to drop that link.
Stripes. Wait, all I wanted was a choke. Hitting lanes in the mosque. Ball hard with the homies. Talking crazy cause I'm cocky. Can't nobody hold me. Catch me swerving like I'm Kyrie. Big shots like I'm Kobe. Wait, all I wanted was a choke. Hitting lanes in the mosque. Ball hard with the homies. Talking crazy cause I'm cocky. Want my head off my shoulders. Got me feeling like I'm King James. Go talking like I'm Jordan. Bomb on them hitters like TNT. The way that I flex it go national. You probably catch me on TNT. I shine like a diamond carrot. You should start with the hate, it's embarrassing. They want me to fall, but I rose. I feel like I'm Derek, I'm bull my hitters. I'm hit with a 30, you'll catch a curry if you're not official. Driving Milwaukee to convert some bosses. We talking bucks, to be honest with you. Homie from Denver, he be off his nugget, but you better not touch him, not even a little. For all that jazz, we got an exit. Just say hello to my Donovan Mitchell. I'm looking like I went from US to Euros. That made me dangerous. They said pressure bust pipes, right? I guess that explains the drip. Gold on me, got my chest shook. Dropping dimes ain't the best look. Stay solid, Steve Adams, and bang on them like I'm Westbrook. Wait, all I wanted was a choke. hitting lanes in the miles, ball hard with the homies, talking crazy cause I'm cocky, can't nobody hold me, catch me swerving like I'm Kyrie, big shots like I'm Kobe. Wait, all I wanted was a trophy, hitting lanes in the miles, ball hard with the homies, talking crazy cause I'm cocky, pull my head off my shoulders, got me feeling like I'm King James, go talking like I'm Jordan. Scope on the top cause I hate missing. The way that it bang when I'm drumming at you. You would've thought it was Blake Griffin in the spur of the moment. Wait, not a moment. You ain't got a question if I got it on me. Just know when the screaming sound like a rapper. So I had to put something quiet on it. Know I'm a hellraiser. They say it's smoke in the air, but I smell vapors. You know what time it is. Your life is at risk if I hop out the trailblazer. After that lake, no odds in my favor. My haters be thinking they seeing things. Let me find out it's a chip on your shoulder. And we gotta take them to see the king. Won't you come out and play? How they gonna stop the tarantula? We don't got that answer, Sway. Where I'm from, you need real muscle, but I'm a product of the real struggle. All I wanted was a trophy and a handful of rings to feel like I'm Bill Russell. All I wanted was a trophy, hitting lanes in the miles, ball hard with the homies, talking crazy cause I'm cocky, can't nobody hold me, catch me swerving like I'm Kyrie, big shots like I'm Kobe. All I wanted was a trophy, hitting lanes in the miles, ball hard with the homies.
Drop them links, boy. Hey, snap it.
Pull my head off my shoulders, got me feeling like I'm King James, go talking like I'm Jordan. All I wanted was the finer things. All my life, all I knew was the block, but I got bored. Know what I mean? They think it's a game, but I changed the cartridge. Perfect, dark nostalgia, you brought back. Change the thought when you see him throw a rocket at you, step back. You caught that. I'm on my way to New York in an instant. The way that I'm driving, I might blow a piston. Just for them presidents, all of my friends, dead, no Nixon. I'm doing business with hitters. I know out of Brooklyn, but I had met over the neck. Soon as I back in, I make my transaction and leave them right after like we never met. Coming live from the Onion. If you get caught with somebody talking, my homie heated at Miami. I hope they don't find a way to know what I do. I hope you know it's right. Summer days turn along. Nice. No hood, but I'm playing life. And if you went, you got earned. All I wanted was a trophy.
Hey.
Yeah, that shit lit, boy.
Goat talk.
That's
called Anthem. Oh yeah. Got him on YouTube. Y'all already know Rich dropped them links in here. We're gonna feature him on here, talk some more about his business and promote the links and everything else, man. But also Brooke, Mike, all my gamers in here. That's music for y'all to stream on the streams.
Straight fact. You know, I be looking for that music to play, man.
Exactly. Richie got it. So, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get out here, we're gonna create the little playlist, Rich. We're gonna get everybody on that on Twitch, man. Twitch. So when motherfuckers is live and making these clips, bang that joint. But yeah, boy, nasty, man. Nasty. Warriors.
Yeah, that's it. That's
the anthem. That shit need to be on 2K for real.
I can put a nasty highlight reel to that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do all that. Richie, go ahead, give it the blessing. Like I said, drop your links in there. I know Richie on everything.
Bet. Gotcha.
I know Brooke, we can get you the playlist. Mike, same thing. Santana, we gonna like I said, I can't tell y'all to use the man music, whatever, to put out.
Run it. You know what type of time I be on. Yo.
Rich, we're gonna connect next week. If you free, 6 p.m. we get on here, do some freestyle, do some promo, whatever. A-Dub, same shit, man. We got get out here and have these conversations. But yeah, man, that's how I'm wrapping it up right now, man. Appreciate everybody. Again, YouTube, find my man Richie Warbucks, little bro. Y'all heard lyric. Hey.
Pre-game ritual, although there's
hey.
About game 7.
What time is it?
Game time.
And welcome to game 7, everybody.
Appreciate y'all coming out. Share this. Put this in the groups.
Yeah.
That's how we get the most, baby.
Be up on YouTube in about 2 days.
Man, whatever's your identity, T. Brooke, let's play. It's time to shoot. Good shit, Santana.
Yeah.
Moments ago, went through their usual pre-game ritual, although there's nothing usual about a game 7.
What time is it? Game time.
And welcome to Game 7, everybody.